I have this raging desire to be in France right now. And I don't know if it's everyone, every single influencer I know, or every single girly pop that I follow right now. It could be because they're posting their vlogs from Fashion Week, which was in March. It is now April. But I have this desire to be there. And technically, I should already be there for a month. Technically, I was planning to move to Paris for a month. And then everything, like, I had the money and everything just started going kind of tits up, or at least my life just kind of started, I had responsibilities. I couldn't leave. And I was just, I was going to go for all of April because I have this free time basically in April because, like, my boyfriend's lambing. He's, whatever the fuck, pulling out sheep out vaginas. And my parents are chilling. So I have basically no responsibilities as, like, an adult teenage girl. I call myself that because I still live at home. But now I'm kind of like, I can't leave because they need me. And it was a bit sad when I couldn't go. And also, every single Airbnb rejected me. Like, I was about to put down, like, 1,500 for even 2 weeks. And I was, like, booking 4 months in advance. And everyone was like, oh, it's either unsafe, or they didn't want to take me, or they were like, oh, you're a brand new account, you have to have 4 reviews. And I even said it in the message, and I was like, hey, yeah, I've stayed in Airbnbs, but it wasn't booked on my account before. I've not stayed anywhere else to write a review, but, I'm happy to hear all my details. Here's what I want to do. I'm just young. I just want to, go there and study French. That's all it is. All I want to do is go practice my French because I just have this need and want to be there. I don't know what it is, but something is calling me there. And I was just looking. I was getting a bit sad, and I was just looking. Hi guys, welcome back to the Messy Girl hotline. But I was literally just looking because I was like, have a need. And now I want to go for May, but I don't know when they're going to fuck off to Tenerife because they have business out there and I have to stay here and look after everything. So I don't even know when I could go. I could probably go in May, but, like, most likely not. So I was looking at September, but I was like, I don't know what it is. There's something now. So maybe I'll be crazy and, like, go at the end of April. We'll see. I just can't because I know that any time between April and May, I have to be here because I have to work. Which is like, such a hard life. I have to work. Shut up. I don't know what it is. I just have a feeling I have to be there. And it has to be during the spring. By the end of May, I was about to say to Amsterdam. No, I'm not. I'm going to the Netherlands for TwitchCon. Strange? No. I'm not going to TwitchCon. My friends are, and I just kind of jumped into their cabin, and I'm gonna, like, vibe. I don't know what it is. I just want to practice my French, and I want to stroll around the museums. And I was there for the first time since last September. I was there for the first time in September, and I absolutely adored it. It was my favorite trip of all time. And I don't know what it was just something about that city. See, I have a deep feeling. I know I'm, like, very spiritual manifestation, delusional bitch, but I have this feeling that I'm supposed to be there for Fashion Week. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I think I will be there. And I will be going from, like, hotel to hotel, from shit to shit, for Fashion Week. And it will be one day, and I can't wait. And I'm gonna absolutely adore it. See, this is what a lot of people say. I have to get comfortable and take my socks off and touch feet. I need to have my feet touching because I get overstimulated. This is what they say about your 20s. Your 20s are shit. They're like, the 20s are the best time of your life. Shut up. Your 20s are shit. And I know I'm only 21. But I count your 20s from, like, the ages of, like, 20 upwards. I genuinely think your 20s are the shittest time of your life. You are the youngest, you are the funniest, you are the fittest that you will ever be, but everything is being thrown at you because, the world hates us. The world thinks we're either in denial, lazy, fucked up, mentally ill, too naive to do anything, unexperienced, and raging sluts, apparently. So the world is kind of against us, We can barely find jobs. We can barely move out. You know, life is a bit shit. But as soon as you're 30, even though you have like back pain and shit, and I know that's gonna happen, you kind of have this new outlook on, you know, 30s, you're gonna freak out. But then everyone around me that is 30 and like 32, 35, they're like, girl, you have all the time in the world. You can be 35 and have no kids and just bought yourself a house. And that's like slay. You can, my eyes itch. My entire face is itching. Oh my god, actually today I was filming a bunch of content for a couple brands and I put the lip plumping serum in my eye. I genuinely started to like freak out. I'm so glad I had contacts in. I was like, it was not good. I'm such a raging idiot. But yeah, I have this feeling I have to be I love France. I don't know what it is. I know people are like, there's this entire thing about like, we hate the French. I don't know what it is. I love France. I love France. Everywhere I've been, the south of France, Nice in general, fucking love Nice. The markets that, last time I was in Nice, I was strolling around the markets and it was like one of the biggest days of the market. Like it was the entire city. And I stumbled upon vintage Dior sandals, kitten heels. I started hyperventilating in the street. The guy, the old man selling them for 150 was like, what is wrong with your daughter? Is she okay? Do we need to call an ambulance? And my dad's like, I don't know what is wrong with her. She is just crazy. She is stupid. I don't like her, you know? He loves me dearly. But he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You stupid fucking curva. No, and I'm like, the exact set. Like, if I can find a picture, I will put it up on screen. I love how every single time I've said that, I've completely forgot to edit that in. This time, they are on screen. I absolutely loved them. Did I get them? No. Did I have that money? No. Am I still broke? Yes. Am I broke? No. I have money in my savings. Am I actually broke during my bank accounts? Yes, I'm in my overdraft. I literally never leave myself anything. I am saving every single fucking penny. Is that because I might run away again? I don't know. Is that because I feel like I need to be an adult and I need to at least be somewhat responsible? Yes. I'm trying my best. Yes. Anyway, yes, France. I absolutely fucking adore France. The north, the south, Paris in general. I know so many people that were like, oh, why would you go to Paris? Why would you go to Paris? I don't know what it is, guys. I just want to walk around and get a pain au chocolat. There was this one cafe. Oh my god, I'm going to sound like such a fucking influencer bitch. But there was this one cafe called Sevenly. Like heavenly, but Sevenly. And then the second one was Seaman. I absolutely adored them. And if you haven't seen the Paris vlog, please go watch it. I worked very hard. It's on my YouTube, Daddy Gabby. I absolutely adored these cafes. I just want to sit there with a book and I want to sit outside with a cigarette, talking to the... You know what? I don't know if it's like the French, like France or the French in general, but Europeans, and I mean the certain type of potato-loving, skanky, vodka-sipping Europeans. I don't mean the wine-sipping cunts. I mean the vodka-sipping cunts. There is something about, when I say the European mindset, I mean the French mindset. All I want to do is sit outside with a book and a cigarette and a glass of white wine and maybe some cheese. That's it. Not even cheese. I will remove the cheese. All I want to do is sit outside with a glass of wine and a nice book and a cigarette, and I want to sit there and I want to breathe it in, the air as well, and I just want to watch people go by, and I just want to watch people go by. I tried to do it in Rome. People hated it. People didn't understand it. Even though I tried to do it in Spain, they didn't understand it. Pardone, you have siesta. You have siesta in Italia as well, and you guys still don't understand the je ne sais quoi of a cigarette and a chair. You guys don't get it like the French do. It's so much more classy. And I know that sounds like so like a valley girl of me, but it's not even like for the aesthetic. Like there is something about that just makes me feel happy. I know other people are like, what makes me feel happy is to go around, walk around, hop into little coffee shops, hop into little trinket stores. That also makes me laugh. That also makes my day. I absolutely adore that. That is genuinely, sometimes when I'm having a shit day, all I want to do is go for a walk and grab a coffee. And I had to explain that kind of mindset to Will because he has this beautiful land, and I mean stunning. Like I've never felt more at peace anywhere in my life. And he's like, why don't we just make a nice coffee here and then sit outside? You love the view. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I love the view. But there is something about just waking up, going for a walk, and grabbing a coffee. And I'm sitting there with him, and everyone else is around us, and I can just sit there in silence and just watch, you know? And like he's in my company as well, and it's just silence. Or I'm just on my own. And it's so nice. I don't know why that fulfills me more than like scenic views, or I think I like disappearing in the sound. I like disappearing in the crowd. And I think that might be unresolved trauma. Maybe not. Maybe that's because I'm a middle child. I don't know. Maybe I just like people watching. It brings me joy. It brings me so much joy. I like seeing the world, like, I think I said this in a recent YouTube video. All I wanted my entire life, even though I ran away, I did everything that I needed to do, all these different things, I'm starting to achieve. Also, I'm working on something really cool, and you guys will see it in June. But like, let's wait for that, because even I was shocked. I was like, you picked me? Like, I didn't even know you picked me. What the fuck? I don't want to jinx it. But I have done so many things, and the only thing I've ever really wanted was silence. I want to be able to live my life without responsibility. I want to live my life without someone nagging me or having to think about other people's opinions or issues or even their needs. And I know that sounds really weird, like, ooh, you're a bit bratty. Like, I know it sounds a bit stupid, like, you're a bit bratty and shit. It's like, no, number one, I'm the elder sister. Number two, I'm the only girl in a family, so I'm the parentified daughter. And number three, I'm a woman in general. Literally from day one, from birth, you are thinking about everyone and anyone. You are thinking about how people feel, what people need, what you need to do. All the stuff that has to happen happens because of you. And then as soon as you're gone, everything's tits up and it's your fucking fault. So, and then even then, I worked a job in healthcare where I was taking care of other people. I've worked as a nanny to take care of kids. This is why I know that one day I would be an amazing mum, but the thought of having children, not even now, but in 10 years, do not want them. Or it's funny because a year ago I was saying I did want them, and I feel like deep down I will have them because I will love them and nourish them. I will nurture them the way that they need to be. But right now, don't even want another thing on my plate. I do not want another inch of responsibility to be handed to me. I am so fucking drained. I'm so glad that I've just had a week off because half term, and I'm grateful enough that like the people I work with weren't working because they had to take off because they had, kids half term. I'm grateful enough that I could just sit at home and do nothing, which was great. I think it actually just blessed me, and it made me, I think it genuinely regenerated me, because I was the only one that was at home. Like, I was home alone and it felt great. See, this is why I have so much respect for mothers, because I know exactly what it feels like. It might not be 100%, but I know exactly what it feels like when they're just like, sometimes I wish I would just get hit by a car so I would not have to like deal with anything, and I would be like catered to and taken care of in a hospital and shit. And I'm just like, that's something I've thought about since I was 10 years old. Again, is that unresolved trauma? No, I don't think so. We moved past that now. But like, did anyone I don't even take myself serious. Did anyone else want to be like severely injured as a child so then they wouldn't have to be like, responsible for everything? No? Just me? Cool. Love that. Anyway, other things that I thought other things on my list of things that I think are really cool this week, because I have nothing else to talk about. I watched The Gorge last night, and oh my god, I started my god. It is everything I've wanted in a film. Like, I loved Warm Bodies. I thought it was a bit like cliche. I thought it was a bit like cringy. Loved it though. Hola. Thank you. See, I made lasagna. I cooked dinner. Life is great. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I watched The fucking Gorge. Like, I am such a cheesy bitch that number one, films that have made me cry, like, I mean sobbing, Fault in Our Stars. I will always come back to The Fault in Our Stars. There is something about it that is so 2014, and it just makes me feel. There is not a lot of films that like make me feel, and The Fault in Our Stars is one of them. Number two, all the letters to my last love. I think that's what it is. Hold up!
My last lover.
Is that it? The Last Letter from Your Lover. Absolutely. Like, I mean, when I watched it, I like cried my fucking eyes out. I don't know why it hit me so hard, but it just did. I could say The Notebook because I have cried at The Notebook a couple of times, but I think that's just because I love a good romance story, so it didn't actually make me like physically feel. Surprisingly, oh my god, did you know that one time? Did you know that this one time at Bangkok? No, actually, when I was 13 years old, I went through a Leonardo DiCaprio phase, and I rewatched Titanic 36 times in a year. No fucking joke. I would sit there in my parents' bedroom because it was the only TV that we had, and I would over and over again watch the Titanic. Did I have issues? Maybe. Was I actually just attracted to Elizabeth? Yes, I was. Is Leonardo DiCaprio actually attractive? No, I don't think so. But yeah, films that make me sob and cry. What was I saying? But yeah, films that make me sob and cry. What was I saying? And then last night, I'm watching The Gorge. Number 1, mythical creatures, apocalyptic, Wattpad-esque, military, romance. Everything I've ever wanted in a film, it was there. And then when I'm gonna spoil it. Fuck yous. It's been out for like 2 months, yeah? And then at the end, when they end up together, and I'm like, I thought you were dead. My god. Literally, I was like, okay, I get it. It's like one of those sad films. Like they just, oh my god, they're back together. It felt great. It fucking felt great. And then that's when I dropped a single tear. And then after that, I hyperventilated so much that I sent myself into a mental spiral. And then I passed out from crying. Yes! I did that! I've been dying! I am so fucking insufferable. It actually hurts my soul. How do people deal with me? I don't know. LOL! Not my issue. I honestly had no plan for this week's podcast. Apart from feeling like well rested, even though tomorrow I have like another 12-hour shift. Oh my god! So today I was supposed to be at work because it's a Monday and, you know, I need money. I need to live. Instead, I had to go to the GP today. And like a month or two ago, it's actually not a month or two ago. In January, I fell in the fucking bath, hit my head, nearly kind of twisted my ankle and wrist. I don't know, I injured them quite bad. Actually, fun fact, this one time in Bangkok, shut up. I went to a caravan park as a child, and there was this like massive water slide, and it was like, I think it was like either 6. I was young. I was really small, actually. I was 5 or 6, and I think it was like in Devon or something. The water slide was blue, and they just turned it on. It was like 10 a.m, and I was like one of the first people to go down it. And I went down, and I slid down so quickly because they've just fucking waxed it that I literally crashed into the bottom. And it didn't like end up in a pool, like it had a like fucking wall. And I remember thudding my foot so badly that the lifeguard literally took me to my mum, wrapped me in a towel, threw me a pack of crisps and went, yep, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I was limping at 6. I fucking love water slides, man. What was my point? I am on my literal 3rd cup of coffee today. I paid £5 for a cup of coffee today. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? £5. 5 fucking Great British pounds. Oh my god, inflation's going hard. Actually, another fun fact. Law drop! I remember stuff in a really weird way. And the only way that I remember anything about inflation is when my history teacher in year 9 taught me about a cheese sandwich. He was like, okay, Gab, you want to buy a new handbag? I was like, yeah, valid. And then he was like, okay, but if a cheese sandwich is the exact same price, is there any value to that designer handbag anymore? And I went, no. And he was like, there you go, inflation. I was like, fun! That's pretty cool, actually, to be honest. He was a great teacher. He had a hole in his skull. No, apparently, like, he got, like, beaten up at, like, the age of 20 by the police, and now he has, like, a dent in his skull. He's so cool. I love that man. I think about him all the time. Actually, funny enough, there was this one teacher, oh my fucking god. He was a substitute. I don't remember his name, but he was just, like, this, like... He was tall and like dark haired and like these massive piercing blue eyes, and I was just like and he wore grey trousers and a light blue shirt and like a grey tie, and I had him for history, and oh my god, and I genuinely, me at 12, I'm gonna faint. Me at 12, we should not have been thinking about that man. I don't know what the fuck to talk about. Oh my god, she's so fucking smart.
Blah, blah, blah. First name, last name, backstory stuff.
1. I need a pee so badly. Oh my god, wait. Have I ever told you that I have this weird Number 1, insatiable. I thought insatiable meant like a desire to, like a need. It means fucking horny. Horny! And I've been going around being like, I'm so insatiable, guys. I'm insatiably horny. Apparently I am. Insatiably hungry. Insatiably... I feel like if we look back at past videos, yeah, it means fucking horny. I'm an absolute imbecile. I have this weird thing where I can't pee unless I need to pee. Yes, Gabia, that is so smart. You're fucking stupid dumb ass, okay? No, I can't pee, or I can pee. Wait, what am I trying to say? I just kind of hold off from peeing for a really long time. Philionocyst, one who seeks knowledge. Adax. An adax is a spiral-horned antelope dwelling in the Sahara Desert. Marabout, a thin downy silk. My god, speaking. I know exactly what to talk about. Here is my list of men that I find attractive. Number 1, Gregory House. Let me just pull him up. My god. For someone that was like a raging lesbian, like, I mean, I hated men. And I don't mean like I was misandrist. I just didn't respect them. I didn't respect boys. I was just like, guys, I was fucking over bitches. And I was like, if I can fuck over women, wrong, okay, I can say it, it was wrong, but fuck off. If I can fuck over women and I was like, hey, I'm a lesbian, then like men will do it to me. So like, don't think I don't know your fucking tricks, okay? But there was certain men, like Gregory House. What is his actual name? Hold up. Is it Hugh something? I don't want any way, girl, take him. Hugh Laurie. Hugh motherfucking Laurie. Oh! Wait, we need to watch an edit. What the fuck is wrong with me? Hold up. I'm older, certainly. But maybe you want to get in deep. You want to get geek. She's stepping that flower. Sorry, my love. Hugh motherfucking Law. And I don't know what it is. And it's not the fucking daddy issues. I know that for a fact. It's not. It's not, because I don't have father issues anymore. It's his intelligence. It's genuinely not him being a fucking asshole. Because there is something about a man defying me, maybe in a brassy way, that kind of turns me on. But genuinely, it's just his fucking, not arrogance, but his confidence. Like, it genuinely is just like, I do not give a fuck. Not in the way of like, I've dated men that are like, I don't give a fuck about my life, but I'm gonna kill myself, 'cause tonight's the night. Shut the fuck up. No one gives a fuck, you arrogant little piece of shit, okay? It's in his way, he's like, genuinely, I just don't give a fuck about you, you fucking imbeciles. Like, I care, but I'm better than you. Maybe it's just autistic men. 'Cause next is my boy, Miles Teller. And listen, guys, shut the fuck up. 'Cause it's never seen Top Gun. If I saw Top Gun, the first one, yeah, but I mean with Miles Teller in it, I feel like I would actually cream my pants. I'm waiting for the moment where I feel so fucking depressed. I don't watch films. Have I told you guys this? I don't actively watch films. I don't know if it was the fact that we were too poor as like a child to go to the cinema. At least I don't actually know how much money we had as a child. I had a conversation like this before, actually. And I was like, I was the middle child, so I grew up on a council estate, but I kind of was like gaining consciousness by the time that we were like moving, and my parents were like making a name for themselves, which is great because I'm very proud of them. But I mean, like, they worked very hard to be where they are. But I was like in the middle ground, so I never knew how much money we actually had. But then we were still, everything was from car boot sales. And I don't mean this is like the depiction of like what poor is, but like everything was from car boot sales, or everything was secondhand. And I feel like now at my big age, I realize how much money we had, because anytime I needed a new uniform, it was there. Anytime I did like 6 clubs a week because they thought I was fat, but like they were still paying for all that shit. I wasn't on free school meals. So I understand how privileged I actually was now as an adult, because I'm like, fuck, if I had to pay for my kids' type of shit, like, that's insane. Like, a new school uniform, that was like 60 quid for a skirt. For a fucking skirt, and I was getting fat quick, and that's probably why they put me into clubs. But I never understood. So kind of like the cinema and shit, maybe it could be the fact that my parents didn't really understand English well, so they didn't actually find the films entertaining. But they would always just tell me, we don't have like cinema money. And I was like, okay, cool. So moving past that, I didn't really watch films growing up. The one film I had on DVD was Devil Wears Prada. Anytime that we had no Wi-Fi or the power got cut in a way, I would just pull out like my little like a video player, my little like cassette. Do you guys know what I'm on about? Hold up. Do you guys know what I'm on about? 2000s DVD player. Car. This motherfucking thing. This thing. This is what I would pull out, and I would play my only tape that I got at a charity shop, and it was a bit scratched, and I would just play Devil Wears Prada. And then that's why by the age of 10, I could recite her entire thing. Her entire monologue. It's not lapis, it's cerulean, actually. Fucking hot bitch. Fucking love that bitch. I will get into all the women I find attractive another time. But right now, let me shine some light onto the men. Because Miles Teller, in what was I looking at? Yeah, fuck, the film that he was in. He was not in Divergent. He was in Divergent, actually. Project H, Footloose. Is it The Spectacular Now? Yeah, Shailene? Now, with Shailene. This bitch from The Fault in Our Stars. She was the shit in 2014. She was like the absolute fucking shit. She was in every single film. Love that for her. Love that. But anyway, Miles Teller. Him in Footloose. I would do anything for you. I think not only Hannah Montana, but Footloose was one of the first introductions I had to country. And I know that sounds a bit weird because, like, there's line dancing, but there isn't really, like, any country-esque to it apart from there in the Midwest. But it was my first introduction to it. And then after that, I was watching Hannah Montana. And then after that, I just kind of, like, kept going into, like, Lana, Midwest, Tennessee type shit. And I was like, guys, do me. I would do anything to do a cowboy in another life. It's Gregory House. Let me just go off that. Who else do I find absolutely radiantly attractive? I could say Theo James, but he just has pretty boy syndrome. Like, he's fit, but he isn't daddy. You know what I mean? He's attractive in his own way, and I think that's, like, I'm attracted to men that look really manly, in a way, or, like, are kind of daddy. Like, they are physically attractive in their own way, but they're very ragingly autistic, but also really soft. Is that because I absolutely adore the trope of, like, he hates everyone, but he has a soft spot for her? I don't know, because I feel like I'm like that. Like, I was literally saying today to my friends, I was like, I'm so sorry. I am a fucking asshole. I hope you guys know this. I am an actual asshole when it comes to communication. Me and my friends have had this conversation so many times of that, like, you just disappear out of nowhere, and I'm like, I'm so grateful that some of my friends, most of my friends, understand that I have, like, ghosting periods where it's like, if you texted me, I would respond, but I'm not going to text you first. Not right now. I am no contact at all. I will post because it's my job, but apart from that, everything is pre-filmed in those moments, and it can be like a week to a month. And my friends will just be like, I am so glad. None of them take it personally. And if they do, I am so sorry, guys. But I hate digital communication. Like, I will get on a plane and come see you. If you were like, I'm having a hard time, please come. You asked me to, I'm there. I would give you a fucking kidney. Ask me to listen to your 6 voice notes. I will do it in a week's time. Ask me, like, text me. Unless we're actually supposed to meet in real life, I will put off all the information I need to give you until we're in person. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just like physical relationships, like physical contact and actually being in front of someone to feel those emotions with me when I'm like kind of venting or verbalizing them. But over text or like video chat or just even a phone call, like I know I can do better and I know I should be probably doing better because a lot of my friends are like abroad and I beat myself. What the fuck? Why am I so itchy? And I beat myself up about it all the fucking time. But I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. It bores me. I don't feel like I'm physically not gaining it. I don't want to say gaining anything, but more the fact of like, it drains me digitally talk to someone in a way about something deep or what's going on about like in their lives. 2, that's 3. 2, I can't focus in a way. Like, I want to give you my undivided attention, but when it's like on the phone, I will just start doing other things to keep me occupied. It's really fucking odd. Third of all, not because I'm like aggressive, but more the fact of like when I do give advice, it is very like headstrong. Like, it's very like in your face. So I don't really feel like screaming at someone over the phone. You know what I mean? Or like over text when I'm kind of giving advice, because I'm very, very brutal and very honest. I will not bullshit you. And I don't really want to. Like, it sounds really harsh half of the time when I'm saying things, And like, I'll say it to my friends at any given moment of time. I don't care. There is not a time or place. If we're talking about it, we're talking about it, and you need to know that it's coming from like a place of love. And I'm saying it because you need to hear it, even if you think it's wrong. And I would expect them to do it to me as well. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I hate digital communication. I miss Ella so much. I'm gonna write her a letter. I'm gonna ask for her boyfriend's address. I'm gonna write her a letter like a pen pal. I think that's so cute. I tried to have a pen pal once, and it was a random girl from Sweden. I had a pen pal once when I was 13 years old. I randomly went on like a website. It could be an old man. Don't care. Never sent them pictures of myself. But I would write to them and I would be like, hello, my name is Gabija, and I send you stickers now. And it was so fucking cute. Yeah, I had a random pen pal. That's it. I don't remember anything about her. I genuinely don't remember anything about her, apart from I had a pen pal when I was like 13, and I sent like 2 letters, and then I got depressed and never wrote back. What was I going on about before this? Men? What's the point of men? Yeah, so the type of men I find attractive, it's like they're very headstrong, they're strong, they're independent, they don't really give a fuck, but they kind of have this attitude of like cocky intelligence. I hate arrogance. I hate cockiness. Cockiness. I hate cockiness. Cockiness. I hate cockiness. I hate arrogance, but I love intelligence. When a man knows that he's intelligent. Emotional intelligence, you can get out the fucking door. That is the bare fucking minimum, okay? It is the bare minimum for a man at your age to be emotionally intelligent. And if you're not, get out my life. Stop wasting my time. Stop being on my phone. Why are you bombarding me? Why are you annoying me on my phone? On my cellular, device? On my cellular device. Fuck yourself. And fuck your mother for birthing you, okay? There is something about a confident, intelligent man. Even if they're not the most confident and they're very shy, the intelligence, the nerdy men. My God! The nerdy men. I love a good smart man. I just fucking moaned, I'm sorry. You can tell I'm getting way too personal on these podcasts. What was I gonna say? Who else do I find absolutely fucking sexy? Apart from Cillian Murphy, because like, oh my God. These are the accents I find the sexiest, right? Not Italian, not Swedish, like Scandinavian, I guess, because a lot of people find Scandinavian men really attractive. I slept with a Scandinavian man, well, a Swedish man once, and he literally just shoved it in my... Well, he wasn't Okay, here's the story. We're out in Italy. Of course. And we're out in Italy, we're at a bar in Rome, and my friends kind of like, fuck off, this guy kind of tried to throw a chair at me, I didn't know him, he was like, you ruined my entire life, all this fucking bullshit. Then this random Swedish guy, drunk, gets kicked out the bar, starts doing push-ups, singing to us in Swedish. Weird. Paul and Ella have boyfriends at the time, and genuinely this man is just singing Swedish love songs to me. Then we kind of fuck off. Then he runs off after like a couple hours. I'm heading back to his anyway because I thought my hotel was the exact same direction as his, because I thought we were in Trastevere. We weren't. And I was heading directly back to his way. I knew that he was with like a group of Swedish guys because they were all blonde and spoke Swedish. You know what I mean? And I'm walking home and I'm just like, he fucks off, he runs off, we're playing hide and seek. I was like, you're too drunk. I genuinely just don't care. I've ended up on one of the streets near Trastevere, and this massive gang of like dudes, these dudes that spoke Russian, they're chatting shit and they're like, Miss, do you have a cigarette? Do you have a lighter? And I was like, yes, hello, привет. Oh, you're Russian? I was like, yeah, I can understand it quite well. Anyway, past the point. This guy, tall brunette, comes out. What is it with me and brunettes? I don't know. Skinny. He comes out, not my finest hour, and I trip and I break my shoe. He's drunk, I'm drunk, we're helping each other, and he's like, I'm German, I'm here with my friends, blah. This was not my finest moment. This was not my finest hour. But we kind of ended up sitting on the sidewalk for a very long time, chatting about shit, chatting about life. And the thing is, every single fucking... I watched... This is what I mean, I don't watch films often, but when I do, I have opinions. I watched After Sunrise, before sunrise, for the first time ever, and I hated it. And the only reason why I hated it, even though, as we know, fucking love Vienna, why I hated it was because she was the most beautiful depiction of a manic pixie girl, full of life, literature, kindness, wonder, not naivety, wonder, beautiful aura and radiance. Beautiful radiance of a woman. And this man, even though I know it's like the most I haven't watched the other films. But she just wandered the world seeing the kindness and glow, this beauty of everything. Even when, like, the palm reader reading her hand and is like, you're gonna achieve everything you've ever wanted to achieve. And he's, like, being so dismal and so oblique. And she's just like, why do you do this? Why do you see the negativity in everything? She is the depiction of the manic pixie dream girl. And every single man that I have ever spoken to, hooked up with, whatever the fuck, met, traveling, they've always, I'm gonna sound like a narcissist, has looked at me like that. And is like, she's the manic pixie dream girl. I have to have her for a night. And every single time I tell them, can you fuck off? I'm not gonna sleep with you. Lies. I'm not gonna sleep with you. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna be a life lesson. And I'm not. And I tell them to fuck off. And that's probably why they think I'm attractive, because they're all little pussy mama bitches. But every single man, correction, every single boy that I've ever encountered, why am I putting my hand in the camera? Every single boy I've ever interacted with has seen me as this manic pixie dream girl. Can you fuck right off? Just say that you're not interesting. And I'm sitting with this man, beautiful man, by the way, beautiful, so attractive. And I don't find men attractive often, yeah? And he's just like, I'm from this little town, I'm so boring. No, you wish you could be like me. I wish I could be with you. You're always so positive and you see the wonder. No, you don't want to be with me, you want to be me. You want to be me. I'm doing stuff that you can't ever do. Moved countries. I'm learning new languages. I'm seeing the wonder in the world. I'm learning everything. I'm making sure that my life is precious because time is. And you're here on a lad's trip drinking because you have nothing better to do. Because you guys haven't walked around to see anything or do anything. You are just waiting for the evening so then you can drink. Okay? And of course, I was still ragingly drunk. Had a bit of an argument with him, very heated. Then I was so cold because it was like the middle of December that I ended up going back to him and I shagged him. And he randomly slipped it in my ass. Then the next morning, didn't know that they were the same group of friends, even though I know that he was a bit older than the Swedish guy. We ended up hooking up on his couch, and in the morning, the Swedish guy came out of the bathroom and went, "You fucked my dad!" I don't know why he said that wasn't his dad, that was just his friend, but he was a lot older, so... really weird. Anyway, I don't know why I do this to myself every single time. And I'm so glad I met Will. I don't want to be that sappy fucking bitch. But I am. Because I love him. And he brings the best out in me. And he knows how to handle me. And like in a Jade West and Beck type of way. You know? Like, he doesn't put up with it. He likes it. And I don't mean like I abuse him. I don't scream at him. I don't shout at him. I have mental breakdowns, but it's never at him. Ever. I can regulate my emotions really well, and especially around him. I never want to hurt him, and I never want to make him feel like he's a burden, or I'm lashing out at him because he's the issue when he's not. I never want to put someone I love into that position. And I do, and I truly love him. And I never thought I would ever say that about a man. Damn. I am whipped by like a 6'6" ginger. Of all things! A ginger! Why? We have babies! They will be like fucking Merida from Brev! Hey, Merida. We actually would. They would be such cute little kids. I don't know what the fuck this podcast is this week. But I hope you guys are enjoying, because I'm enjoying myself. Who else do I find attractive? Ooh, I know. Excuse me. That's 29k, what the fuck? I hope you see it, cause a hopeless romantic. I think I used to have a board of men I found attractive. My type. Heath Ledger. Heath, of course, Halsey was in it. I think I never wanted, which is really funny, because I know everyone in 2012 or like 2012 to 2016 had Halsey and G-Eazy on their pinned. Like, they were the toxic couple. They were the Harley Quinn and Joker. Like, I mean, fuck me. Come on. Who didn't want to be them? And then he became like a wife beater. Duh. Because, of course, all men are like that. No, they're not. Gabby, shut the fuck up. Did I want their toxic love? Maybe. Was I also very heavily attracted to Halsey? Yes, I was. But, on the other point, Heath motherfucking Ledger. Heath Ledger is everything I have ever wanted in a man when I was 13 years old. Especially him. I guess that makes a lot of sense with the man of my dreams I've described. Monkey brain, monkey brain. I absolutely. Pedro Pascal! I know I don't like blondes, but there's something. It's because he's cocky! Even though I just said I don't like cocky men! He's just blah, blah, blah. First name, last name, backstory stuff. I love this man. R.I.P. Anyway, my beautiful, sweet, lovely girly pops. I've just rambled on for an hour and a half about the men I have monkey brain for. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I love yous, and I will see you next week. Bye.